Man United bidders are becoming frustrated over a lack of updates on their potential takeovers more than 2 weeks after filing second bids, with fears they might not be in charge in time to oversee the summer window. Those in the hunt for Manchester United are becoming increasingly frustrated, having not received an update since filing second bids more than 2 weeks ago. There are also growing concerns that, with the clock ticking, should the Glazer family accept an offer for full control, any chosen buyer may not be in place in time to oversee the summer transfer window. Second offers were lodged on March 23rd by British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe's group, and a day later by Qatari Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani. Both parties had been given extended deadlines to place their bids after struggling in what was a short time frame instigated by Rain Group, the U.S. merchant bankers in charge of the process. At one stage, with time thought to be of the essence, those involved expected to hear back in around 7 days' time. But that has not happened, and Sportsmail understands that the situation has caused frustration and even annoyance in some quarters. Sheikh Jassim has already announced his intention, should his offer be successful, to invest heavily. Significant funds are likely to be made available to manager Erik ten Hag as he seeks to reshape his squad. It remains to be seen what the next move from the Glazers will be. The bids are thought to have been in the region of £5 billion, with the Americans reported to be seeking £6 billion. At this stage, they can enter into exclusivity with one group or call for a third round of bidding. Some feel that the lack of movement is an indication that they are considering all options closely and examining ways to drive the price up. Aside from the two bidders for full control, U.S. outfit Elliott Investment Management are one of a number of groups offering cash in exchange for a partial stake. United would need between £1 billion and £2 billion to either redevelop Old Trafford or build a new stadium and carry out upgrades to their training ground. Should the Glazers decide to remain, the reaction from supporters is unlikely to be warm. Anti-Glazer chants calling on the Americans to sell United have been commonplace at games, and a new, giant banner reading Glazers out was displayed above the players' tunnel at United's last home match against Everton. In other news, Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford sends first message since injury scare versus Everton. Marcus Rashford has sent a message to Manchester United supporters vowing that he has a lot more to give the team after chalking up 350 first-team appearances on Saturday. The outing ended with concern after the 28-goal striker limped off with a groin problem late on in the 2-0 win over Everton. Minutes earlier, he had teed up Anthony Martial for United's second goal of the game to take his overall goal contributions to 38 for the season. The extent of his setback is not yet confirmed, and there are fears he could miss Thursday's Europa League quarter-final first-leg clash with Sevilla. United have been heavily reliant on Rashford for goals this season, with next top scorer Bruno Fernandes currently sat on 10. Meanwhile, Rashford is in the middle of negotiations with the club over a new long-term deal. The Reds are confident that the striker will pen a new contract, with the player himself thought to be keen on staying at Old Trafford despite interest from Paris Saint-Germain. And Rashford has seemingly backed this up with his latest Instagram story, resharing the club's post congratulating him on reaching 350 appearances. The England striker said, "Plenty more in the tank." Meanwhile, some on Twitter believe Rashford, who has 120 senior club goals, posted the phrase as a message to indicate his fitness, hinting that he may be fine for Sevilla on Thursday. After Sevilla, United play Nottingham Forest before the return Europa League trip to Spain, with an FA Cup semi-final with Brighton scheduled for 3 days later. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.